Welcome back, my dear students of class 9. Students, I am Rajendra Rai, biology teacher from LBM Public School, Bhola Bazar, Gorakhpur. My dear students, let us start study of the plant cell and animal cell. As you know, that these cells are of eukaryotic type, and the detailed structure that you will study in this topic about the cell organelles, different cell organelles, and different cell organelles, whether they are in plant cell or in animal cell. My dear students, while studying this cell, let us consider the first structure, and that is the master of the cell, that is the brain of the cell, and that part is called the nucleus. So if you are considering a cell that is of having a round shape, then there will be the either centrally located nucleus or somehow centric or eccentric nucleus will be there, and these nucleus perform various functions, especially the synthesis of the genetic material inside it, which are responsible for the transferring character from one generation to other generation. So dear students, this is the nucleus, this is the ER, this is a typical cell, and the filled material in this cell is called cytoplasm, and this cytoplasm has so many organelles, so many are like Golgi body, that is in animal cell, mitochondria, that is in animal cell, plastid, that is in plant cell, these are the plastid in plant cell, and ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum like this, something like this. So these are the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So many structures are there in the cell along with the cytoplasm. And dear students, this is the cell membrane. It is also called plasma membrane, and if it covered with the hard substance, that is cellulose, then that will be called as the plant cell. So in plant cell, this cell wall is having three layers. This cell wall is having three layers. Middle lamella. This one is middle lamella, and outer, that is the outer cell wall, and inner, that is the cell membrane. So this will be the cell wall. Cell wall in the case of plant cell. So dear student, this is the outline diagram of a typical cell that you will study in detail. My dear students, let us study about the first organelle, that is nucleus. You are starting your learning of the cell right from the nucleus. So let us start nucleus. My dear student, this nucleus is covered. Nucleus is protected with a membrane which is called nuclear membrane. So this will be the nuclear membrane here, and this nuclear membrane is responsible to isolate the nucleoplasm from the cytoplasm inside the cell. And dear student, this nuclear membrane that is connected with the endoplasmic reticulum. This is the endoplasmic reticulum, and so on. We will not go in detail about the endoplasmic reticulum. Now let us see what is nucleus. Dear student, nucleus is filled with the nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm is there. Nucleus. And the nucleus, structure of the nucleus, that is same in the plant cell as well as that is in animal cell. And in nucleus there is a nucleolus. There is a nucleolus that is located inside the nucleus, and this nucleolus is responsible for the synthesis of the chromatin fiber. Apart from these, this nucleus is having paired chromosomes like this, and like this. Paired chromosomes. Therefore, you can label it now. This is the nuclear membrane, and this is nucleolus, this is nucleoplasm, and these are the chromosomes. So dear student, this is the typical structure of a nucleus, whether that is found in plant cell or animal cell, and this nucleus is discovered by Robert Brown. The scientist who is responsible for the discovery of the nucleus is Robert Brown. My dear student, this nucleus is containing genetic material, and this genetic material is chromosome. Now let us study about the detail about this chromosome. If this is the chromosome, there will be the centromere will be there, and this is a pair of chromosome. Similarly, this is a pair of chromosome. This is centromere. This is telomere. This is arm of the chromosome, and each chromosome is attached with its pair. So always pair is found in the form of chromosome. This one. This is chromosome. This is chromosome. My dear students, if you consider that the chromosome is a bundle of, that is a packed material of the DNA, then see how you will learn that this chromosome is DNA. See another diagram. See this. This is chromosome, and this is also, and this is also. So if you open the packing of the chromosome, it is a double helix structure. It is a double helix structure and loop like, and it is having double ribbon like bands. These bands are made up of sugar and phosphate. So these bands are sugar and phosphate band, and they are provided with the nitrogenous bases. And these nitrogenous bases are called A, T, G, C. So A, T, G, C, adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine are there. That structure that nitrogenous bases are found in this DNA. So my dear student, this DNA is having an axis. It is an axis, and this is the double helix model of the DNA. This is Watson-Crick model of the DNA. So you can understand this DNA, when it gets packed, it forms the chromosomes. When it gets packed by the octane molecules, then it will be in the form of the chromosome, that is a stick-like structure. But Dear students, the genetic material, why it is called the genetic material? Because the genes are situated in different parts of this chromosome in bands. So these are responsible for carrying genes. These are the genetic bands, and these genetic bands are found in the form of DNA. And DNA, different types of the proteins are there. Protein A, protein B, protein, other kind of proteins are there like this, and they will be situated at specific locus or loci, which is called genes. So this is gene locus. This is gene locus. Gene situated at a particular area is called locus or gene locus, and these genes are responsible for carrying the character from parents to the offspring. Therefore, students, when cell get divided mitotically, then the chromosome number will be doubled by the replicating DNA in mitosis, and when the chromosome numbers of a species get doubled in a cell, then that cell get divided. My dear students, in the meiosis, in reproductive part, the formation of reproductive gamete, then the cell get divided by half number of the chromosomes, means the number of the chromosomes get half. If 46 is the chromosomal number, then it will divide it into 23 and 23. 23 and 23 for further fertilization or further mixing with the opposite gamete to form the zygote. And zygote will have the complete number 46 number. So my dear students, these are the nucleus. Another material, it is called DNA. This is deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid. This is a chemical, deoxyribonucleic acid. The sugar, this is the PO4 plus sugar, and this is ATGC, it means thymine, A, T, G and C. My dear students, there is another material that is called ribonucleic acid, and that is a single strand, RNA. This RNA is not genetic material. It is having the nitrogenous bases like adenine, guanine, cytosine and uracil. So A, U, G, C are found at the RNA. A, U, G, C. So these are the nitrogenous bases, and this is single strand. This is not genetic material. It helps in the transferring the synthesized protein from cell to the DNA, synthesizing DNA. So this is ribonucleic acid. This is ribonucleic acid. So my dear students, this nuclear membrane, the function of the nuclear membrane just protect the nucleoplasm from the cytoplasm, and if anything required from the nucleus to cytoplasm, then that will permit to go into the cytoplasm, and if anything that is required in the nucleus, then that material will be permitted by the nucleoplasm so that it can enter into the nucleoplasm from the cytoplasm. Therefore, my dear students, this is all about the nucleus, and the main function of the nucleus is carrying the genetic material, that is the DNA or chromosomes, which carry the different types of the genes. Therefore, my dear students, you have to learn this nucleus while learning the structure of the cell, and this is the important organelle of the cell. Thank you very much, my dear students. Have a good day.